Welcome to Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes. This is Grand Arena Final Matchup, Season 23, first season of Grand Arena 2.0. Right now, we are 1-2 this match. So far in GAC 2.0, I have gone 2-1 every week. That's something I would like to maintain. We're also, with a win, I believe that would be enough to get to Kyber 1. Doubt it's going to happen. Kyber 2, I think, is just going to be my home. This is what it looks like right now for me. I've just started down here at about 3,400, climbed my way up, and we're just kind of hovering around here, and I think that's how we're really going to be remaining until we pick up another Galactic Legend. But for having only one Galactic Legend and going up against opponents with 3 or 4, I think we're doing pretty good so far. Last round so I was, my test results came back negative on COVID, probably just had the flu, but I was going crazy as my medication was wearing off during the record. Still a little sick, but I'm feeling a lot better. I didn't want to take medication before the... It was a weird time where the old medication was wearing off, and I knew if I took some NyQuil or something before the record, I would just fall asleep. So this is how his attack went. We went crazy where we just churned through my roster, attempting a battle after battle until we finally completely bizarrely full cleared with a team I did not expect at all to be able to win. This guy took 3 shots against JTR. Bit of a surprise. Probably cheap shotting it, though, the way I do. When you see a team like that, you don't want to use your good stuff because you don't know what's on the back wall. It's something that I probably am overly concerned about, but I don't think I'll be changing. Padme stands tall, doesn't even attempt Grievous. I've gone back to putting BB-8 here because with the gear levels I have those guys at, I feel like the speed boost has been helping me more than the extortion. In the top territory, we got Mon Mothma and First Order still standing. He only took out one of these teams. Which is Shock T, and then didn't even attack these other ones. Which is not something I recommend. Like, I get people running out of teams, but this is something that I offer my opponents that most other players don't, is you can go up against a Dash, go up against a Kyle Katarn, and see what they're like. You're not going to have other chances to do that in other game modes. And until they're commonplace in Grand Arena, you're missing opportunities to become more familiar with those kinds of teams. So today my opponent is a good one. I think his name is Wincy. I wish I would have looked at his Grand Arena history before I set down my defense, but I was sick. I just went in, put in my standard defense, and didn't even really think it through. But this is what he's got going on. He's another 4GL guy. But unlike my other opponents, he does something not atypical, just we haven't seen too much of, which is he puts every single one of these Galactic Legends on defense. So he's got JML, Ray, Kenobi, and SLKR. When we take a look here at the hotbot, this is what we're seeing. Again, this is a Discord bot from Hot Utils. You can use this on my Discord channel, but most guilds have it. His lifetime banners, 931. This is a good player who takes the game mode seriously. Clears are not super high, but when you get all your GLs are on defense, that's going to limit some of your options for clears. Undersizes are low but respectable. top 80 is really high. At a point, it's at a level where he probably started in Kyber 1, dropped down to this point in Kyber 2, and he probably is going to survive here at Kyber 2 unless the way he plays causes him to lose a few more. What I saw in his Grand Arena history was a lot of opponents not engaging with him. His engagement was not a lot of full clears on his end either, though, so I'm hoping my defense holds. He's got good speeds, almost double the relics of me, which this is usually a scary number for me to have to deal with. The Gear 11, though, is at a level where he doesn't have as much depth. The speeds are deceptive. These are still good. They're not as good as mine, but they're still good. And then he's going to have advantages everywhere here. Decently modded. And then he's got Cat, no Maul. He's not completely done on the Bad Batch, which is good for me. And he has the Executor. I think this might be the second opponent I've had who has 4 GLs and the Executor. And the last one I faced, I lost to. Let's get into this, and we can break down the mess that I have to... Not really a mess, but the problem I have to deconstruct here. Come on. All right, he has started going. He has one-shot these teams, and then he stopped. He did this like an hour ago. So I don't know what to read into this. The way his Grand Arena history works is he puts down his 4 GLs, and that's about it from what I could see, and then saves every other good team for offense. Very effective strategy, especially in GAC 2.0, where he is going to have most advantages, except other equally geared opponents who have as many GLs. It's probably why he fell to Kyber 1. Other opponents who know what they're doing are going to have some non-GL counters who can clear him and still have enough GLs to beat some of these other teams, but I don't. We're not going to break this down too much because we've talked about this several videos. I haven't changed anything here. Yeah, that's all the same. I wish I had that Padme team, because if I had the Padme team, it would open up my choices, because even though he's putting down 4 GLs, he's putting down some weaker comps, so this is what we're looking at. Because he's spread his Jedi pretty thin to a point where we don't have to use our best versions of teams to beat some of these. He does have the Zam Omicron. We need to be careful here. Mon Mothma is fine, not great. The Rey is a good Rey, and then the Jedi Master Luke. The JKL is the bigger threat here. Having Jolie and Old Ben here weakens that team a bit, which means we don't have to take some of the better counters against it, but I still don't want to weaken it too much. It's still going to take us time to get through Old Ben or Jolie. And now here on the bottom territory, weak Grievous team, weaken Night Sisters, that no problem. SLKR here is fine, but the Jedi Master Kenobi, you can see, if I had a Padme team that wasn't on defense, we could probably take Padme against it. Night Sisters are pretty good. We'll probably take troopers up against it and see how we do. This is probably going to be a short video. The goal is to clear 2 territories and 2 of the teams and 1 of the other territories and hope my defense holds. That's the best we can do. So I think my better shot is up here. I think what we'll do... is we'll do the easy battles first. We'll just start with this trail one. So these days, I like to give myself some warm-ups. Just because sometimes I come into these matches a little rusty. Or sometimes things go wrong. And I want to be a little sharper. Honestly, that's all we really need. But I kind of want a body in there just in case. I don't even remember if I talked about the second episode of Boba Fett. The medication and the being sick. There's no memory of those days. Alright, let's get a little hit in here. We're going after the right bodies so far. Don't like that we're losing Scion so early. We can there's at least debuffs on everybody here that'll get us to annihilate quick. But losing Scion early like that is why we brought in a body here in Oppress. What is it? Yeah, at least gotta hit the guy. Alright, I think we're gonna... we'll take out Biggs. I kind of want to take out Wedge. Are you kidding me? That's why I wanted to take out Wedge. Oh, come on. No. And this is this thing because like Traya's gone. The whole reason SWGOH is here is to use overpowered on somebody, and I keep not being able to use it on Cara Dune here. That is outrageous. This has happened not 2 videos in a row, but like every other, where I go in trying to just give myself an easy win to get started, and some dumb stuff happens. It means I need to work more on my mods, because that shouldn't have happened. So irritated right now. We're probably going to maul this. Alright, we're just going to go in for these battles. We're going to see what kind of day we're having. We don't need to postpone this. So the way I'm thinking about splitting these up. Jedi Master Luke, Gas, Jolie, Grandmaster Yoda, and Watt against Jedi Master Luke. I'm not in love with it. I kind of think we should keep Gas for JKR and JKL. up against Ray, because then it'll also be Old Ben and Bastila, which is not great. It's really not great. Or we could do Bastila lead, but it's not going to be much different or better. We really want gas. The thing is, if we put gas with JKR and JKL, that means we're probably putting who? Old Ben with Jedi Master Luke? And I just think we need more damage than that. Really, it's our best shot to win. We're just going to do it that way. I don't like it at all. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. At all. This guy has so many more relics than me that we are going to have a tough day. Really, this guy never should have dropped out of Kyber 1. Alright, put in the protection over on JML. This is going to give us a pretty good, I don't want to say advantage, but it's going to help us a lot up against him. Which is why I'm a little comfortable going weaker here in my counter. Alright, let's steal that stealth, spread some buffs. Alright. I'm going to save the cooldown reduction. Let's feed some turn meter. I just want to spread the inherited teachings. Alright, let's get that offense over on Yoda. We'll do the cooldowns over on Luke. Alright. Everyone's got 3 stacks. Spread the buffs, get a little turn meter, keep doing that. I keep not note. I want days should be shown over tenacity. Alright, at least we get the ultimate off. Can we reduce that again? I don't need to see this. Alright. We'll keep, I want 4 set up, because we're about to have to deal with this. Alright. Kind of don't like the position we're in. I want Jolie out first. Maybe not the best option. Let's do the ability blocks, honestly. Alright. Jolie! Alright. Let's handle Luke. I'm pretty concerned on time. Just feeding turn meter to Yoda. As long as we're taking more turns than him, that's going to help us out. Alright. Alright. We got some momentum going right now. Feeling a little better. kidding me? Alright, we need to... Are you kidding me? I'm just gonna call in Jolie a few times until we can bring back Yoda. No! No! Come on. We're gonna deal with a timeout, unfortunately. Oh, come on. Alright. This might be the wrong play, but it's how we're gonna handle it. Alright. Actually, no. We need to make sure we're hitting Luke. This is what I was worried about and why I wanted to bring in gas. Like, I don't know if we can clean this up. No, CLS can probably do it. Because Mon Mothma can beat a solo Jedi Master Luke. But if we had thrown in gas in there instead of Old Ben, that's a win. Alright, let's do this. Is that how this counter works? I haven't done this in like 6 months. It's JKR lead, right? Not JKL? I gotta double check this. Let's just get to work. I haven't done this in so long. No, it's been more like 8 months since I've needed to do this. And I'm going to do this, and I think I'm going to regret it. This was also something that was pre-nerf stuff. I don't know if it works the same. Also, Old Ben may have been the better choice here. Oh, I should have swapped with... I should have swapped. That would have been the smart thing to do. But... I decided not to do anything smart. I think I'm going to save that. Just do the dispel. That's bad. That's really bad. I know I'm misplaying this and I'm going to lose this. And I'm going to deserve it. Because I should have just watched a video and reminded myself how to do this. Or I should have done Bastila lead. so much pain. Awful. Awful pain. Yeah, no, this is going to be a horrible day. It's also speeds. My speed, if you go back and see the speeds from the hotbot, mine were no good. I don't know. I feel like we should have done Bastille lead. That basically means we're not even going to clear this territory. This is just not my day. It's the reality of GAC 2.0, where sometimes you're just going to be outclassed by a roster. If we had Watt, we could try a Maul thing, but we don't. Maul might work up against. No, we need Watt. You think about this for a second. No, this team is just too good. We need... This is going to require CLS or Mandalorians. It might even be beyond my Maul, but I want to find out. Because this is the toughest one we're going to be going up against, or we have gone up against. We'll clear all the teams we can, but yeah, this is a loss. You can see the difference Watt makes. But the reason I like to use Maul up against these ZAM teams is because the taunt moving around keeps these guys alive. Do that. I need to get his relic levels high because that ability never takes out anybody. It's always the assists. Alright. We're going to start working on Bosk now because he's about to taunt, and then after that we just got to go through him anyway. My bow is going to be at relics pretty soon because of Kenobi. So this team will get better. I think we gotta get rid of Boba Fett now. The Relegate Boba Fett with that execute ability is just really rough. Because he has no protection, I'm gonna move over to Embo because we get a bunch of healing and turn meter. Now let's put. I'm gonna put the best. I'm gonna put it on Canderous. We're just gonna hit auto from here. One of the things with this opponent, if he would have just swapped two of his Galactic Legends and allowed me to split up my characters in a slightly more favorable way, we would have been better off. Because like SLKR is a bit easier to both go after and clean up than Rey. I don't know. There's so irritated about that Traya team. But when we're using Gear 11 and Gear 12, those are some of the things that happen. That's usually pretty reliable, though. Let's do these. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. That's one sacrifice. We're going to hit B2 now. We get a little bit more plague over on B2. Good, we got some die-offs. Ooh, nice. Do that AoE. I want to bring down those B1 stacks. And now basics just to keep... we'll do a revive right now. Yeah. Alright. Do a basic. Just want these revives to keep stacking our damage and health. This guy has good mods. Like, this team, all of his teams feel different. than a lot of other opponents. Like that Mon Mothma team. We've gone up against a bunch of Mon Mothma teams that look just like that, and it was just fast. You know what? I'm gonna revive. Just because this guy is just feels more dangerous. Okay. Take out B2. Well, there goes him. Let's bring everybody, or most people, back. I should have used the special. Alright. Because with special we could have stunned just in case. Didn't start talking about Book of Boba Fett earlier and then completely lose track. I wanted to talk about that Wookiee. I know that Wookiee is like in the comics, but I am so excited to see what this Wookiee can do and get him in the game. Alright, we are going to go with the Veers route. The all support route. It's not what we usually do. But I have a feeling with how this guy's roster is that Moff Gideon is not going to do what he usually does for me. Because I expect this to be a fast, nice sister team. Alright, steal that turn meter. There we go. Which of these do I want more? Alright, we're going to hit Telzing and get rid of that protection. I'm going to throw the armor shreds on Daka. I want Daze. Alright, that's good. We're going to get rid of Spirit for that other revive. Now we can take out Daka. Alright. I'd like to do this without Piet. Let's see if we can keep Piet in other places. I wonder if we could CLS this guy. Not that... maybe... You know what? We're going to do it. We're just going to do it. We got no chance of clearing either territory. Let's at least figure this out. Because there's no taunt unless Mace can be forced to taunt. Cat makes a good version, but there's no Jedi Knight Anakin. There aren't the Jedis here that make this as dangerous. Without, like, CLS has a chance against some of these lesser JMK teams. And if we do win this, I'm going to be very disappointed that we didn't go this route. All right. I think we just focused on Commander Soka. Stay focused. Yeah, there is a Force Taunt. We've already lost Chewbacca. Yeah, this is a better cleanup team than it is. Yeah. Alright, let's just get out of here. Now I know. That was going to be my JML cleanup though, so it is what it is. Can Badge clean this up? Let's give it a shot. I'm pretty sure we're just going to get E-Flux to death right off the start. Unless it's on cooldown. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm hoping he just uses, yeah, that again. And we can have an attempt here with this is not going to work. But I'm hoping. All right. Perfect. Call Zam, because with the thermal we get that hit. Do this. Yeah, can I take your turn meter? Yes. There we go. That's contract. Let me get my disintegrations. What? Oh my god, I knew that from before. That happened to me before. How did I forget that? Also, that's dumb. That's definitely happened before where I attempted that and then was reminded of that I always forget. Alright, fine. I wish we had armor. I know this is going to lose, but we're doing it anyway because this is the kind of record this is. We're just having fun till the end. Yeah. That's why I usually bring in other bodies like a pre-taunt. Buy time for Wampa. Also, I need to look at the speeds of my Wampa. Is my Wampa slower than I think he is? Like we could do any number of things to actually win this, but we're having fun. And if this doesn't work, we'll take it seriously and beat it with Vader, but for now. And if it does work, then we can throw Vader at JML. Yeah. Yeah, no way. Nest? Do you want to try? I think Nest wants to give it a go. I should have at least done a cure lead. Because we need that ramping damage, probably. Yeah, we need cure lead. At a minimum. Or just higher relics on my nest, but yeah, we're just not doing any damage. Oh, this is why you don't see me use nest like this against a team like this. Yeah, we're doing no damage. Alright, we're just gonna quit. Alright, we'll take it for serious now. We won't be hitting Kyber 1 this time. Leave her alone. Come on, Vader. Alright, alright. Okay, let's chuck it now. I do have a feeling, though, if I would have annihilated Wedge and not Biggs, and then lost Traya the next turn, because Wedge does more damage, we would have won that one. I love Mara Jade and Palpatine. Probably going to throw that relic on Palpatine pretty soon, because I just got to throw the finisher to do that. And with Mara Jade now, that's different math. Alright. What else can we throw at this? We're not going to throw Rebel Assault. Qui-Gon doesn't work up against the GL. That's it. We don't have anything left. Yeah, we're calling it. That's it. Thank you for watching. It has been a rough finish and start of the new year, but I've got some milestones out of the way, and we'll be able to refocus on the channel pretty soon, I hope. Another week or so. But be safe out there, everyone. Be excellent to each other. This is Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes.